I think Airbnb lost its way. So there's this couple on Airbnb who went viral because people ended up seeing how they run the Airbnb. And I want to talk afterward about a larger discussion about Airbnb because I used to be a host back in 2015.
Yeah.
But obviously, Airbnb's changed a lot. And much of it for the worse. So this couple's called Cassie and Jon. And Cassie and Jon over here.
Not to mention.
Oh, no way, dude. No way, dude. Are you serious? Oh, bro.
Y'all, this is gonna attract roaches. This is why I get so mad about it. It's so simple to put your trash in the trash can. Why I'm so frustrated about this is because we literally have 2 checkout instructions. Like, we don't even make you take it outside to the bins.
Yeah, like if they would have just left it in the trash can, then that would have been the end of it. Would have been happy. Like, you don't even have to take it outside. We'll do that.
Y'all realize that this conversation is longer than it took them to actually put that shit in the trash? Mind you, these guys are hosts. They're the people who do the customer service. Look how much they're bitching and moaning about having to put a pizza box 2 feet away into the trash.
Whoa, we got a lot of stuff.
Whoa!
Throw away their trash. It stinks.
Nobody asked you to open
We have
this
food in
shit.
here too. Mac and cheese. And
Oh, it stinks. What if you open? It smells so bad.
Yo, that fridge was like a 2-second cleanup. Just shut the...
Good. We got 2 full bags of trash. I'm not sure how that's even possible in 24 hours, but...
Now they're complaining because the trash was put into the spot, okay?
Wow.
It's okay.
Yeah.
We don't ask them to wash them, but.
Let's see. Oh my gosh. Bruh, he must have watched our last video. What the heck? Variety to master is very well used, but no damage.
They just threw away the beer?
We have another rule.
Oh no.
Broken.
The only other checkout instruction, just some more trash on the nightstand there.
Trash.
Which
It's a bottle. What the fuck? What the? Oh
Guys.
my god! Both of you fuckers sound like my mother. Who the fuck did that? Clean the dishes. And there's 1 fork in the bitch. There's 1 fork in the bitch, and then she's having a whole ass tantrum. That's you. A fork that she put there. Nigga, I'm about to lose my shit.
But I just want to remind folks to be like, it should be in the trash. Agreed. But they're also charging like a $300-400 cleaning fee. And you saw most of that house. That house does not require $300 to $400 worth of cleaning. The fees that are associated with Airbnb are so high. And then they sit here and want to act indignant about someone not putting the trash away. They film it, record it, and upload it to shame the person who was just staying there. I don't know. To me, it's like the opposite of customer service. If any hotel would do this, you would laugh them into the fucking ground. This is stupid behavior from somebody who is a host, who's supposed to accommodate the people. Listen, not everyone's going to leave in the exact same condition. That's fine. But the way your guest left it wasn't crazy at all. It wasn't even on the side of dirty. You just had to put trash away and then put some towels into the washing bin. Like, genuinely, as someone who's hosted for 5-6 years, this was super, super mild. Look at this shit. No unregistered guests beyond the numbers booked. Any additional guests beyond registered, well, she made a mistake there. Number of guests will result in a $200 per night guest charge. Okay?
$200 per night?
Per guest.
Let me go to the Hotel
Now,
6.
I will be a little bit charitable. No parties, events, gatherings at any time unless approved by the host. I'm fine with parties and events. Mind you, they're renting like a whole, multiple rooms, a living room. So what, you can't have like 2-3 friends over when you're renting out? Like, I'm not renting out a bedroom out of it. If I'm renting a spot with a living room and everything and I can't have 2-3 people over, that's odd to me. Exterior security cameras are in use for safety and occupancy compliance. We will monitor the number of guests entering the home. That's them telling you basically we're going to be watching you, all right? Which I think is a bit of a weird thing to say to somebody you're welcoming in.
Oh my God, you're so cute when you sleep.
Smoking an illegal activity. No smoking or vaping within 20 feet of the home or patio. Smoking of any kind within 20 feet of the home will include a minimal additional cleaning fee of $800.
Yo, let me go in a hotel room that's going to charge me $200. I'm going to invite who I want. And if I smoke in there, it's going to be $500. Let me do that.
And unfortunately, we already know they broke at least 1 rule. So let me go show you. Well.
How is that breaking a rule, Cass?
We don't allow smoking on our property within 20 feet, and this was probably right at that 20 feet mark, maybe a little bit less. I'm not trying to split hairs, but obviously I'm not going to reach out to them because I don't really know if it's from their state or if it's...
You found a lighter, my girl. Mm-hmm. I'm not
Not
saying
for
that's what I
smoking
do.
in the home within 20 feet. $800. This is madness.
No MJ use on the property, no illegal activity on the premises.
I also want to say how stupid that is. Oh, welcome to our home. By the way, no crimes. You know that thing that's already illegal throughout the whole state that you know is illegal? You can't do it in our Airbnb either. You guys have insane entitlement with these Airbnbs. And on top of that, you charge crazy fees. And the fees are said to be for the fucking thing that you're feeling entitled about. If they cleaned up after themselves perfectly, why are you even charging the fee? Like them complaining, oh my God, they didn't leave it clean. They didn't throw out the trash. So?
That's a cleaning fee.
You know, if y'all didn't charge exorbitant, I could understand, but it's not even that. And I'm somebody who always cleans up. I don't have that issue, but like one time, some motherfucker, I stayed at a spot, and this guy had a tiny ass trash can. There was no bin to throw out all the trash. So what did I do? I had like one of those like grocery bags. So I took all the trash, I put it all in there, and I placed it neatly right beside the trash can that was full. This motherfucker complained. Nothing else was in the house. He rewrote me a message. How could you do that? Nigga charged me $250 cleaning fee.
Yeah. The $200 cleaning fee is crazy. I remember our Airbnb where at some point it was like 40, 50.
Yes.
You know what I mean? I remember that time when it was that. $200 cleaning fee? Bitch, I'm going to take my ass to the hotel. I'm not going to take Airbnb. That you have a $200 fee for cleaning is crazy. You're going to have to clean anyways. And the charging fee that they have there, what they're showing, and they're charging $400 cleaning fee, that's the clean. I've not even seen one house that I would charge $40 for the cleaning fee. Yeah, you have a cleaning fee, I'm a clean. But the $200 that you pay, I'm expecting you to clean after. If I rent a room that's $250 at a hotel, guess what? If they charge me that $250 per night, the next day my shit gonna be clean. And if they don't clean it because I put the door do not disturb, that's on me. But you're supposed to clean. You're exactly the motherfucker that wants to have credit for passing kindergarten. Stop getting credit for shit that you're supposed to do. You're supposed to pass kindergarten.
Pets must be disclosed and approved prior to our booking. Pets must be house trained, crated when left alone. This one so far is the most reasonable section. I don't know about crated.
Put it in a crate. It means that you have to shit bitch, man. Crowbar. Oh my God, our pet is hungry. Uncrate that motherfucker.
Checkout policy: late checkout without approval will incur $200 late fee, an additional to $50 per 10 minutes. That's crazy. This whole fee here thing is crazy. Okay, I don't mind a fee, but like the way that they're calculating this shit is nutty. For the protection of our piano, children ages 13 and under, as well as any guests who do not know how to properly play the piano, are not permitted to touch, play, or be on near the piano.
All right.
Any damage to the piano during your stay will result in a minimum damage fee of $750, and guests will be responsible for the full cost of any repairs. No moving furniture without host approval. But you're going to see now how weird this stuff gets, okay?
The living room really looks like unused. We have a deodorant cap and some hair ties.
You shouldn't be touching those, but
Yeah, because I put hair ties around my dick. It's hair ties.
3 hours after they checked out, I walked in and I was hit with a gush of hot air. So obviously I went over here to the AC. I will have John throw up a little picture. It was 82 degrees in here and they had the AC off.
sort of our fault. We don't have anywhere in the rules like put it back to a certain temperature. But I just feel like common sense says you don't turn the AC off.
Okay, just to let you guys know, 82 is like 27 in Celsius.
That was rolled up. Somebody pulled that down because this paper was all the way up here. That doesn't just fall like that.
So they were messing with our photography paper?
Which has a fee on our rules.
Uh-oh.
It just continuously gets worse.
I guess somebody decided to try to roll down the thing and then they realized it just doesn't function. And so now they're like, we're going to charge a fee. Because it looked like a projector paper. I could be wrong with what it's for.
It just continuously gets worse.
But what's the point in that being moved though? Like, what benefit does that bring? I don't understand.
Pause. It's really simple. You see how thick your fucking pillows are? If it's next to the wall and just leaning on the wall, when I wake up, I have to go all the way back there to catch my fucking phone that's ringing, right? Not next to me. That's why it's moved.
Yo, the motherfuckers moved the nightstand 2 inches.
Hey.
And these people literally are complaining, thinking about they want to charge a fee. No moving furniture without host approval. They're saying this is like a violation of their moving the furniture.
That is nice. We have a kitchen stool in the bedroom. Cool.
Oh, great. Well, another thing of our blinds broken.
One bathroom in there.
Oh my God. Oh, this bitch.
Supposed to park right here in our beautifully, very well lit driveway that you cannot miss. We cannot figure out how they missed their driveway. It so clearly in the instructions says, park in the designated Airbnb driveway in front of the patio area and don't pull onto the patio and don't hit any lights.
Can we just take 2 seconds just to appreciate that they even had to specify? Yeah, don't hit the house. Don't hit the garden. Don't hit the lights. Don't hit the other car. If you can, please park safely at the designated area that you've never been to that is marked in this dark ass area.
Oh man, it's lights. It's marked with lights.
Lights, yes, and don't hit them.
Please don't.
Because
$800 per light per hours.
can you imagine inviting people at your place? Guys, don't steal my shit.
The hot tub has been ruined. That's why the cover's actually off. I've already been out here. I have to drain it. Pretty disappointed. I think they had some alcohol or something in here, and I think they spilled it everywhere.
No, people's
because the chemicals. I mean, it was.
Go ahead.
people's spray tan. Whenever I have people over at my house and they go in my pool, after they go out, I gotta put extra chlorine. Why? More bodies, more sweat, more cream, more makeup, more everything. You have to do more, and if you don't, it's gonna be murky. And on top of that, it's a spa. There's no filtering if the thing is not on. The spa is not on. Water stays there. It's gonna stagnate.
They didn't take like any of our snacks.
That's not crazy.
So sad.
No coffee.
Earlier, they complained because someone ate all the snacks. Now they're complaining because somebody didn't take any of the snacks. Then they're complaining because nobody used any of the coffee. Now they're complaining because the coffee was used. It's like, you can't please these motherfuckers.
Surprisingly, not that bad for them having some younger kids with them. We're not really upset about the furniture being moved. It just goes to show that there was a lack of respect for the house rules, but whatever.
And also, all the food and stuff left in there.
There's someone who ended up staying there who, talked about their experience.
My friend and I stayed at Cassie and Jon's Airbnb. I'm seeing them all over the internet, and I can't believe it. I was shocked to see that they had made a video about like us checking out and the way that we left the property. I felt like we left it really nice, and like they said, it was a disaster. There was a lot of communication before we entered the Airbnb and also while we were staying there. Cassie texted us at least, I would say, like 3 or 4 times on the app, just like about different stuff. She would let us know like when her dogs were coming out and just like things that I thought were unnecessary. Like, I'm just here trying to spend the night, like go about your business, do what you need to do. I was just honestly shocked to see that they made a video after we checked out and like literally dissected everything. Like they were mad because we didn't eat the snacks, but what would she had said if we did eat the snacks? Like she probably would have been so mad. She was upset because we moved the ottoman like not even 5 feet, like 5 inches. It was just like, I don't know, really weird. I'm not seeing them on Airbnb right now, so I don't know if they're out of town or...
A lot of people end up looking into them.
Back in 2022, we started a podcast.
My boyfriend has started to comment on my shape, size, and weight. How do you feel about that?
Respect.
What?
What do you mean what?
Respect for what?
Her boyfriend?
For doing that?
Yeah.
I think it really depends on how he said it.
Let's hear it.
They didn't have any kind of big following on their podcast or any of their social media back then. So you know what's odd is how many fan pages they have. I feel pretty strongly that I can say Cassie created fan pages of themselves.
Of course she has. Anyone who's surprised about that behavior, come on now, B, you could see it. It's crazy when you're your own bot. You create your own traffic. You're your own internet because you are dead inside and on internet.
Obviously, all this happens. People make all their think pieces. They delete a bunch of stuff. They're aware that they're, kind of getting this feedback. This was a comment, and a lot of people were justifying it. Some people were even agreeing. But genuinely, I just think when you recognize the kind of fees that are associated with Airbnbs, the whole point of the Airbnb was like, we're going to rent out our home to you or rent out this place, and we want you to have like a different experience from a hotel. And somehow it's like transforming into this thing where it's a worse experience by every metric. First off, your Airbnb is soulless. It's like the most generic fucking furniture, zero personality, does not look like anybody really lives in there. It looks like it was made to be a rental, so it's not like you're inviting me into your home, which is already its own thing. Like even hotels have like designers involved in shit like that. This shit is soulless. But then like I get there and I can't touch nothing. Like I get exponentially more freedom being in a hotel than I would there. And they don't have all these fucking dumb fees that they're tacking on and all these little hidden things that they're gonna come at you for. They don't have any expectation that you're gonna make the bed or put the laundry there or make sure you pick up all the snacks or whatever it is.
Don't rent your shit. You don't want people there. Think you like the idea of Airbnb, but you're so rigid, don't rent your shit. so many rules. Don't use this. Don't use that. Don't put this paper there. Don't do that. Don't move this thing. Don't move the furniture. Don't use the spa. Well, use the spa, but only keep it at 92. That's not a spa. That's just warm soup.
When I ran Airbnb, so I ran it out of my own place. So this is 2015. So Airbnb was a thing back then, but it wasn't huge as like it is now. And what happened was when we moved into the apartment, initially it's like 3 bedrooms. And so I moved in with 2 other people, but one of the people early on left. So it was just me and one other person. We had this room, and obviously we were like, okay, well, we have the spare room. We can just leave it open. We didn't want to have to find a new roommate. So we decided to just run an Airbnb at like certain seasons, and people could stay in the extra room. Ran it effortlessly. Made sure people had a homely experience. When they came in, we gave them like a long list of like different things. We're well located in the city, so it's very convenient. It's just a small room, nothing crazy. And everything was very cheap. I think we were charging like something like $35 a night. So for people who were coming into town,
That's a room because you stay with them, right?
stay with them sounds crazy. The apartment I had at the time was big enough where like
Yeah, it's
nobody,
huge.
so they had a lot of privacy.
Right.
And we let them have like the living room and all the other
Right.
spaces. We didn't give a million rules. It's just like, oh, no, listen, just leave things as is ours. You have any trash, leave it there. It's cool. We'll take care of the rest. Check out whenever you're good. But there was no thing where we like charging you like, oh, let's upscale the cleaning fee and all this other stuff. It's like so unnecessary. And for the people who stayed, one of the things I like the most, like, okay, we get insider information about the city. You're getting a lot of information from us throughout. It feels like a house because it was our place. Or was a place that we lived in. We called home for a long time. Like, that's a good experience. And I'm not saying every Airbnb got to look like that. But when I see Airbnb invaded like by all these companies who have investment properties
Yeah.
and all this stuff, and it's like, it's pretty much hotels
Yeah.
with more rules, less freedom, and less soul.
So I wanted to rent an Airbnb and I end up like in an HOA. Mm-hmm. That's crazy. Don't move
That
this.
is
Don't
what it's
move
like
that.
now. You know what? One thing I will also say is it is very odd to see someone in the business of customer service shaming the people who stay in their establishment. I think that can't be said enough because it's already exorbitant fees. Then I got to worry about, oh, you're going to make some weird expose because I didn't put the fucking pizza box away. Like, to me, the fact that Airbnb does not boot these people off the platform is an indictment against that or company. And it's one of the reasons why they're going downhill. Airbnb lets like some of the most heinous hosts be able to do whatever they want for the longest time. And it doesn't matter what they do to the guests, doesn't matter how much they scam, they don't fucking vet any of these fucking fees. Like the idea that you can charge a $400 fee because they moved the ottoman 5 inches. What? And sometimes it goes in the favor of the guests, sometimes it goes the other way, but as a platform, there's nothing about it that really ensures you're going to have a good experience. And they've dropped the ball so many times in regards to different scandals that have unfolded on their platform. I think Airbnb lost its way. When I had started, Airbnbs were generally exponentially cheaper than hotels.
Yep.
Now it's the same price, if not way more.
It's the same thing with the Uber as well.
Like-
When Uber started, it was super cheap. Now I'm like,
Actually, now it's back to being a lot cheaper. I'll tell you why. Especially because they have competition. Now that Lyft is here and other platforms have joined, Uber has to drop their price by 1/3. It's way cheaper today than it was a year ago.
fair.
And I think Airbnb initially, when they were the competition, definitely went that route. It doesn't mean that today there's not great Airbnbs at times. Like for some experiences, I prefer an Airbnb if you want to have access to a kitchen for sure and be able to do things you're there for an extended period of time. I think there's times where an Airbnb makes sense still, but it lost what it was before. It was this gem before. Now it's just so many of the listings that are all on Airbnb are just hotels too. When I see hosts like this, I think a lot of people saw the gold rush that was Airbnb, and people bought investment properties, mortgages they couldn't pay off, hoping they were going to make 5, 7, 8, 9K on this property they bought. And a lot of people had to go bankrupt because some of them dried up the Airbnb market, flooded it with these like fucking soulless things that they're overcharging for. But I think personally, when I see couples like this, I'm like, yeah, I get why people hate Airbnb now. In fact, so many people know what they do to circumvent Airbnb. They'll go look for a listing and they'll contact the person directly. They'll shave $400 or $500 off the price. And why wouldn't you? Airbnb doesn't even really offer great guarantees anymore. So it's like, why would I stay on the platform that's hoping I do everything through the platform when they don't look out for my interests? Why don't I cut the middleman out, save hundreds of dollars?
But why would I cut the middleman out? Because the person that is renting it out is they have to give a big cut to Airbnb. So by directing them personally or directly, you cut that person out, they make money, you save money, everybody's happy.
Yeah.